Yeah, the first company we started was John Houston Homes, and literally the reason why we started it was simply just to reach people for Christ and give the kingdom. That was just a calling and a purpose God gave Tracy and I, and the one that's motivated us for a long time and continues to motivate us.
What I get excited about is helping people find their purpose in their work. I think God gives us all different gifts and skills, and when I can tie that to my overall purpose, life's just more fun. I get to go to work every day for a reason, not just to go to work.
Yeah, I think one of the things that makes Tracy and I both think different about business is Psalms 24:1 that says the earth and everything in it, including its people, are God's. And when we first started the home building business, I don't think we understood that, probably didn't even know that verse. If God owns the earth and everything, including its people, we're simply just stewards. Although that could feel like a lot of pressure, it's actually very freeing because now I don't own anything. So all I really need to do is talk to the boss, the owner. I can actually just say, man, God, what do you want? And then we just do our best to follow him.
When we look at strategy, we look at a number of things, and then we turn that into a plan to make sure that our organization, from a structure standpoint, from a process standpoint, we'll put that in place to get everybody aligned to what we're trying to do as an organization, both from a business perspective as well as a spiritual perspective.
God's called us to love people where they are. Not everybody even knows what that is, and maybe some people don't care what that means. And so for us, we really had to start looking at it and go, well, that's kind of Christianese, like it's kind of churchy. How do we rebrand this and come up with a statement that whether you're a Christ follower or whether you're not, you feel part of the family? Because that's really what we want. And where we landed was helping people find their way home by being joyful, hope-filled, loving guides. Everybody has a choice to be joyful. Everybody has a choice to be hope-filled. And everybody has a choice to be a loving guide. Whether somebody is on our staff and they're a believer or whether they're not, everybody can participate. Now for me, I know the capital H means eternal home, and that's my motive and that's my passion, is that I want people to experience that. I want them to experience the joy of the Lord. And if I model that, then my hope is that if they're not believers, they may see that and experience it and taste it and actually want that peace as well.
For us, it's helping people find their way home. And so that has a lot of different meanings for different people, but I think everybody can get behind that. And when you're doing it for relationship and you're doing it, to help others, I just think there's this fulfillment that you get and there's joy that comes with that.
So a lot of time in business, we talk about our people are our greatest assets. But assets can depreciate, and so for us, we take serious the opportunity to steward the influence that we have of the people that work in our companies. We want to love them, we want to serve them, we want to care for them, but we want to help them to grow, that they could be a part of a story bigger than themselves, and that's reaching people for Christ, giving the kingdom. That's helping people find their way home with a capital H.
For us, it's important that we do measure our engagement of our culture because we want to know that JH Reach is providing the right activities, the right things for our employees. We don't want to just do things to do things. We want to do the right things, and we want to make sure JH Reach is serving our employees the right way. We decided we have to have a strategy for how do we reach people. And Bobby came up with a great acronym that we call SEAM, and SEAM is how do we seam faith and work together. S is strengthen. So how do we care and connect with our employees? That's what Strengthen's all about. We have picnics where we strategically have that set where now we can meet the family of our employees. The Christmas party, which is where we get to know the spouse. We have Fair Day, which is where employees can engage with each other and have team building events with each other.
E stands for equip. So Ephesians 4:12 says that our role as those that are called to full-time ministries to equip the saints to do the work of the ministry. And we believe there's a lot of believers in our company who love God, who maybe they've been going to church for a long time, but we tell them here, you can bring your whole self to work here. You have the opportunity to help equip others as well. This is where we have small groups in the workplace. We call them home team. So home teams is that spot where employees can grow in their faith in the workplace. We take time aside where they could do that, 2 different parts in the fall and the spring.
So Activate's our layer where now we can engage our employees at a deeper level. We give them opportunities to serve in a local outreach. We have activities where they can serve as a missions trip. So it's an opportunity now to actually activate them in our community and activate them to actually spiritually engage with our other employees.
Multiply is us empowering our mature believers in our workplace that they could do the work of the ministry here. So we have believers all through our company, whether they work in our mortgage company, our home building company, our title company, they can actually lead our home teams. They can lead our mission trips. They can help disciple others in the workplace through what God's put in their hands. We take serious that stewardship of stewarding the opportunities, resources to minister to others, but also to bear fruit that would last and remain. So we want to multiply what God has entrusted us with here in our company, our community, but also to help other businesses to do the same. Strengthen, equip, activate, and multiply.
I worked at a lot of places where you just have to walk in and grind. I showed up to work, I was expected to complete my task, and that was it. Like, they didn't really care about me as a person. They didn't care about what I was going through at home. But from day one, everyone always said, like, God, family, work. And that has really been true here. So being able to walk into an environment where I truly feel that people value me as a person, not just like a number, and like, oh, you just have to complete the task that you need to complete. Being able to feel valued as a human being, first and foremost, is amazing.
My husband and I have had the chance to go on several JH Reach marriage retreats. I'll be honest with you, when I first heard about the marriage retreat, I was like, I'm not really sure I want people in my business. I don't even know if I really want to go. But man, when we went on the JH marriage retreat, it really, like, we were going through a really rough season in our marriage. It revolutionized like how we thought of things. It really changed how we saw like talking to each other, and it really, honestly, I think it really saved our marriage. We were really in a really tough spot.
Our family suffered a huge loss of my brother at a very young age, and while I have a strong background of faith, and my family does, it was a very difficult time. I really think God brought me here to help bring me back home to Him. I would say that has been the biggest impact for me personally, is just shoring up that relationship personally with God. The fact that I was in an environment where that was encouraged and consistent is really what did that for me.
We've just seen so many amazing testimonies and stories come out of the lives of our employees. We created Suit & Shepherd for that purpose. We want to help other Christian business owners be inspired by what's possible. And we want to actually walk alongside of them on the journey and help them implement their own SEAM funnel approach that works in their company so that they can see the same exciting testimonies and results in the lives of their employees and see the kingdom of God expand in the marketplace at large.
I think marketplace ministry is one of the greatest opportunities that we have. I think if every CEO and every leader in a business saw the people in their companies as people that could be reached, people that are looking for purpose, people that want more than just going to work every day, I think they would see a great opportunity.
Yeah, when I think about ministry and discipleship, really, I'm talking about just live life with people where they are and love them where they are. It's not us standing out at the street corner holding our Bible and preaching to them. It's literally, simply live life with people and love them where they are.